So, thank you for having me. And 5 minutes, I can do that. I can totally do this. So yeah, I was supposed to go here, and then I didn't, and then I was. And when I submitted my talk, it only said "Fine," and now it doesn't work. And then they asked me to actually send in a proper title. And I was thinking about what can I talk about? So the title I came up with, I hope it's here, is right. Serendipity challenge for designers. Yeah, maybe you should stop looking at that because it's probably not going to work. Serendipity. And when I said that word, people were asking, what does that mean again? Serendipity. And I came up with that title under the shower, like Thursday, so that's 2 days ago. And actually, I don't know what I mean with that, but with the title. But serendipity actually means, like Wikipedia says, if my thing is working, right, means a fortunate happenstance or a pleasant surprise. And it was coined by Horace Walpole in 1754, which is very good knowledge to have. Anyway, serendipity is something like that you discover while you were looking for something else. So it's something that pops up. And some of you know me from being an executive director for the Global Game Jam worldwide, and some of you know me maybe from the Dutch Game Garden in Utrecht, and some of you maybe know me by doing playful culture stuff. So I curate lots of events about play and playfulness, and I like to make people smile, a bit like Lizzie does, but then with events and playfulness, and I like to make people play. And I do that in different ways. And with the Playful Arts Festival, I like to make people play in a social context. So I like to make people play together. And we have done several events with the Playful Arts Festival. And you're all staring at my vine, so I have no idea if you're even listening to what I'm saying. Some of you do, since you're laughing. So behind me, you see indeed a couple of things that I just like to vine and stuff, and this is magic sand. But I like to make people play, and I also like to collect playfulness and also make vines and take pictures out of that. And what I find interesting is that with the local multiplayer stuff and recently the alt controller things that are happening, people are more and more thinking about making people play in certain ways and having certain different interfaces and different ways of playing together or connecting with the games. Pianos. And so I would like everyone to challenge everyone to think more about how do you make people play and what kind of inspiration can we take into playing and do silly moves or have giant Michael Jackson statues in the middle of nowhere. This was kind of like, what the hell, serendipity kind of thing, when you go to a McDonald's and all of a sudden in the Netherlands there's a shrine of Michael Jackson going. Anyway, I'd like for people to look at different things, like what if you took food, for example, as an input for your games, or as textures. We once had at the Global Game Jam that people put bread in a bread thing and then made that as a texture in their game. So food could be an interesting way to look at games or playgrounds. When we play together, playgrounds are very inviting to let people play, and normally it's something for children, but what if we can make adult playgrounds and make interesting connections that way? What you're looking at now is something that I really loved. So I go to a lot of events, and this was at an island in Ireland, actually, around the coast of Ireland, west coast of Ireland, and these were all game designers. Coming together and just playing around in nature and do inspiration that way, and have play board games, play together, do improv theater together, and just relax, but also get inspiration from there for the next projects. Anyway, what I also like at the alternative controller stuff and local multiplayer is that the physical body is in play again. And like 10 years ago or something, I wrote a thesis about the gaming body and how we could explore that as something that would be interesting to look at to play. So back then, only the Wii was not even there yet. So I couldn't imagine that I would be part of this community that actually are making things that people are playing together and actually have the body as an input. And I actually coming back to that theme again with my festival, the Play for Arts Festival, which takes place next year in the Netherlands. And the theme will be Bodies at Play, or Playful Bodies. And we will do an open call for that later on in January, probably, for projects that are exploring the playful body and social interactions with that. And we will also have some social dining and looking at all kinds of different social interactions. And that can be from games or from architecture or from dance or performances and theater and stuff like that, and urban spaces. So please have a look at that and also take inspiration from that and make awesome stuff happen. Thank you.